Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. From today onwards, we will be starting computers also. So let's start with the first chapter of your computers, Windows 8. Yes, chapter number 1, Windows 8. Once we finish this chapter, you all will be able to understand what is an operating system, what are the different types of operating systems, and what are the different menus of the operating systems, and how to do the system shutdown or shutting down the system. Now let's just see what is the definition of operating system. An operating system is a software program that enables the computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. A computer cannot work without an operating system. Yes, children. Can you see the image? What is an operating system? It is a software. Okay, just keep in mind that operating system is a software which we put inside the computer. And when do we put it? A new manufactured, a newly made computer which has nothing inside, we put operating system. Okay, why do we put it? Because it acts like a channel or intermediate thing which enables us, which allows us, which makes us, the user, to work on the computer. Without an operating system, a computer is just a box. Okay, it is just a box. And also, first thing, it allows the user, the user who are using the computer, to work on a computer. Second thing, the operating system also allows or helps to communicate between the different parts of computers. Okay, children, just listen to me carefully. Operating systems, we put the software inside the computer. Okay, the way we put apps, right? We put lots of apps in our mobiles so that we can use it. We use lots of apps for chatting. We use lots of apps. Apps are nothing but the softwares for playing games and all. If once we put only is when we will be able to use, right? Without that, without WhatsApp app, can we use WhatsApp? No. Without putting a game just to see the game in the Play Store, can we play the game? No. You have to put that download, install on your mobile. Is after that only you people will be able to use it. The same way is with operating system. You have to put it inside the computer so that operating system acts like a translator or a medium or transmitter who allows monitor to contact to CPU, then keyboard. Whatever keyboard sends the signal, operating system will read it, tell to the CPU to work on it, and it will be displayed on the monitor. This is what is the job of operating system. Okay, children, what is there in my hand? It is a mobile. Mobiles are nothing but the mini computers in our hands. Okay, they are no less than. It's just that computer we cannot call in and speak. Yes, but there are softwares through which we can do calling from mobile, laptops or systems also. But let's just keep that aside. This is a mini computer in our hands. What do we call for it? It's not just a mobile. We call it as a smartphone. It's a smart device. It's a smart gadget. As soon as we buy this computer, this mobile, okay, I'll just show you. Can you see here? I have started. So whatever you see here, Android, you can see, right? Android. Most of your mobiles will have Android or Windows. What are they? They are the operating system. They are the software to make this particular mobile be used by us. Okay, used by us. So unless and until you put that Android or Windows operating system in your mobile, you will not be able to call anybody. You will not be able to install anything inside the system. Once you have this Android inside your mobile is well. The same way it works for computer also. Once you people put operating system in the computer, then only it has a life to be used. Okay, after that only we can put other softwares on that. See, it is like a base. Okay, on the system, imagine this is a computer. In the inside this, first I have to put operating system software, because it will allow us to use the system, and it will allow us to communicate with the different hardware. See, okay, whatever I'm typing on that, whatever software I am going to put, like painting software. Last year we did pivot animations and everything, right? Where did we put? We put in the system. But where do we put it actually? We put it on the operating system software. With the help of that only, that operating system will understand the other software, how do they work, and it will make the computer system to work accordingly. All our whatever we are typing, we do lots of typing. Where do we put that software? We put it on operating system. Otherwise, without an operating system, that particular monitor or a CPU is just a box. Again, if I want to give an example, like your television screen. If you have TV, unless and until you have a dish connection, unless and until you have this set-top box, will your TV work? No, right? It acts like that. Otherwise, your TV is just a screen, correct? Yes. I hope you have understood with this. Again, I'll read the definition for you. Now you will understand an operating system is a software. As I said you, operating system is an software program that allows the computer hardware. What are the computer hardware? The monitor, the CPU, keyboard, mouse, all those things. The parts of computer which we can touch. Okay, the computer hardware to communicate and operate with the computer software. So operating system allows the computer hardware, the CPUs, monitors, to talk, communicate, in this, send signals or information and work accordingly with the computer software. A computer cannot work without an operating system. Yes, it is just a box. See children, here we have listed a lot, like different versions. See, you all are aware that every time you have to keep updating your apps, right? Yes, whenever there's different apps on your mobile, you have to keep updating. So every time it is updated, it is having lots of new features. The same way, our operating system, the most worldwide used operating system is Windows. Okay, there are many other. They are like Ubuntu is there, Linux is there, operating system software names. So mostly we have Windows. Almost everybody on their laptops and computers, they use Windows only. In our computer lab also children, we have Windows operating system. So every year, or like not every year, after few years, like these operating systems are added with new features, and new operating system comes into the market. So the first operating system of Microsoft, Windows is of Microsoft company. So first operating system was Windows 1. It came in year 1985. Then Windows 3, it was launched in 1992. Whatever was the drawbacks of Windows 1, we added more features and Windows 3 was ready. The same way, it again went to 1995, Windows 95. In 2001, we had Windows XP, then Windows Vista 7, 8, and now we are right now using Windows 10. What is a Windows 8? See children, as for your syllabus, it is Windows 8 because most of the people are still using Windows, so we have indulged that into the syllabus. But right now, everybody is mostly people have upgraded to Windows 10. But for your syllabus, it is Windows 8. So let's just see what it is. It is a Microsoft operating system, as I said, right? Windows operating system software is a product of Microsoft company. Microsoft company makes the operating system Windows. Okay, they make that software. The basic version of Windows 8, okay, this version, this software, Windows 8 software is suitable for most of the users. It also works on touchscreen devices as well as traditional keyboard and mouse system. As I said you right, even on the mobile phones also we require operating system. So Microsoft 8 is a software which works on touch screen. Our mobiles are touch screen, right? Touch screen devices, plus we use tabs and all. Those all are our touch screen tabs and all. So those on those kind of devices also Windows 8 works. Now just see how does a first screen, desktop screen of the computer in Windows 8 looks like. Desktop is the first screen that appears when you turn on the computer. True, once you turn on your computer, you will see this blue color screen, right? This is a Windows 8, we are having Windows 10, that's why a little difference in the design is there. But children, you know, right, we will be having this particular screen wherein we have few icons on the desktop. This, the behind design and blue color is called as desktop background, right? So on desktop, computer desktop, you will see following icons. We see these icons, right? Can you see here? Can you see my screen? Yes. What are these? These are my computer screen. What is it? You are able to see my desktop screen. Now let's just see what is the desktop background. Children, you have seen this one? You're able to see this blue screen, right? This is my computer screen. You're right now viewing my computer screen, okay? So you can see the blue background. What do we call for it as? We call it as desktop background, correct? This is the desktop background. The background picture of desktop is various options are available for the desktop background. You can set the desktop background on your computer as per your choice. Now this is blue. If I want to change my background, I can change it to any other designs also. Recycle bin. When you did, yes. Can you see this corner one? I'll just put this here. Yes. See, my desktop screen is also like a window. Yes. Now, can you see, children? Where am I clicking? This is a recycle bin. How is it looking like? It is looking like a dustbin, correct? Yes, it works like a dustbin only in the computer. Wherein if you want to delete, see, we all know, right? We delete lot of things. In mobiles also, if we don't want any apps, we delete it. We don't want any photos, we don't want any songs, we delete it up. It gets permanently removed from your mobiles. The same way, if I don't want any file in the computer, I might not want to have a picture or anything. So whatever I delete, let's take an example. I want to delete this photo. Okay, what will I do? I'll just delete it. So once I delete, where does it go? It goes into recycle bin. Okay, now this is my recycle bin. I've opened the recycle bin. These many things I have deleted. Children, one benefit of recycle bin is that, okay, one benefit of recycle bin is that, now I just open, yes. Whatever you delete from your system, it goes and sits in the recycle bin. Now you are able to, this is the recycle bin. This recycle bin is, when I open this one, it is here. It will not get permanently deleted. So the files will be, imagine by mistake I might have deleted it. So I can come back here, and if I want this particular file back in my computer, I can just go click here, and here we have something called restore. Once I restore, my file, whichever was deleted, it will go and sit back from wherever it was being deleted, right? Now, now the question is, if it is there only, and if it gets filled, then what? One option is, again we have, imagine now from here I can do empty recycle bin. So once I click on empty recycle bin, the name itself says empty it. Just finish it off. So once I do empty recycle bin, whatever files I've done it, it will get permanently deleted. Now how and what logic we will see again in detail in our later classes. Okay, next one we saw, right now we saw recycle bin. When you delete a file, it will be removed to recycle bin. It will be moved to recycle bin. This allows you to recover file later on. Once you delete data from recycle bin, the data will be completely lost. I said you right. So once you delete the file, it will go and sit on the recycle bin, correct? And then if you delete the files from the recycle bin, it will get permanently deleted. Until then, it will be there in the recycle bin. Now, desktop icons. Now, I'll show you my icons. Can you see here? Layout, zoom app, all those things. These are the small pictures which you see, right? This is the yellow file. Zoom looks like a camera. This is a red color picture. These are nothing but icons. We call it as icons. An icon is a small picture on desktop which represents the desktop icon are shown below. So can you see? I'm showing you my mobile. See here. Here Google Chrome is there. Then we have photo gallery, WhatsApp, phone, cameras. These are the pictures, right? With the pictures, looking at the pictures only, we will be able to make out. Now here it is a WhatsApp. Everybody is very well aware of it. So what do we call for these things? These small pictures. We call them as icons. We call them as icons. Yes, children. Okay, we saw right now, we saw desktop, we saw icons. Now, what are a few more options on our desktop? You should know whenever you open a system, whatever you are able to see in front of you, you should know what all are those things. Okay, children, one thing, taskbar. The taskbar is a long bar at the bottom of the desktop. It contains start button at the left corner and clock at the right corner. When you open a program file, it will appear on the taskbar. Okay, children, have you seen this bar here in your computers? Yes, right? I'll show you on my system. I'm just increasing. Now you're able to see my computer screen. Okay, you're able to see my computer screen. So all these are icons. The background is the desktop background. Can you see here? Just follow my cursor. What is this? This black color. I'll just open. Can you see this black color bar from here to here, black color area? This black color area. Can you see this one, black color area? This black color area is called as taskbar. Okay, what do we call it as? We call it as taskbar because whatever task we are doing, we are working on, it will display all those things. Plus, Can you see at the left hand side corner, there is like a window button. Once we click on that, we have all the application details which wherever we want to go for. At the left side, it is start button. Right side, can you see here? It's showing me the time, day, which day it is, and the date. Correct? It shows me all the time dates. Plus, right now I am using Google Chrome. I am working on a file. I am using Zoom app, then I am using a PowerPoint presentation. So whatever work I am doing, that particular, whichever work file I'm using, that particular things will be visible on taskbar. Let's open one more. See, this is a HTML notepad file. I'm double clicking it. No, not this one. Let me take another one. Yes, I'm taking this operating system. See, one picture I've opened. See this picture. Earlier, can you see this image was not there? I'll close it once more. We'll open once again. See, only 4 icons are present because I've kept 4 files open. Now I'm opening a 5th file. See, now 5th file is also displayed on the screen. So this will be displayed on the taskbar. Yes, children. The next one is start button. When you move the mouse pointer to right corner of the screen, start menu appears. Yes, I showed you, right? Once more, I'll show you. When you move your cursor, see this one is the start button where all the program lists are available. I hope you have understood till here. Small recapitulations. We studied what is an operating system. It is a software which is being put into the CPU once the computer is being made, and it helps us to communicate between whatever we want to say to the computer. Okay, it communicates and works. Okay. And second thing, what we saw, the Windows screen, we saw desktop, we saw icons, and then we saw about taskbar, and we saw about the start button. So the next things we will continue in our next classes. Until then, bye.